Welcome to the driver's seat. We're here with the third generation all-new BMW X6M Competition. When BMW first introduced the X6 about 11 years ago, they never imagined that the crossover would evolve into something like this, essentially replacing two vehicles in your stable. Maybe in the past you needed a sports car and you needed an SUV or a station wagon. This really combines the best of both worlds with over 600 horsepower, 0 to 60 numbers of 3.8 seconds, top speed 181 miles per hour. There's really no need for a sports car, plus you can carry all your friends and cargo with it. The competition variant of the X6M adds some performance elements, which we'll get into, but I want to focus a little bit on the styling. So much like Rolls-Royce did their Black Badge series, the competition takes everything that was chrome and makes it black. As you can see, this grille is completely black and kind of gives it that stealth and it's kind of tougher look. Not that the X6M is not tough enough, but this is just that much tougher. Just something to distinguish it from the other M models. Under the hood, you'll find a familiar engine, the 4.4-liter V8 twin-power turbocharged engine. It's made it to a wonderful 8-speed automatic transmission, co-developed with BMW and ZF. And it's so fast that they've gotten away from the dual-clutch transmission. So you have 600 horsepower on the base X6M. I can't believe I'm saying base, but you get an extra 17 horsepower when you go to the competition model. This vehicle is 0.4 seconds faster than the outgoing model, so this gives you an idea how much faster it is. Now, to get that 181 mile per hour top speed, even in the competition, you have to get the M driver package. It's a $2,500 option, but it takes the top speed from 156 to 181. Other design cues for the competition variant of the X6M include these unique 21-inch wheels, which you won't find on the regular X6M. And also, you notice here, they've blacked out the air dam. And again, this is to give it kind of that dark look, which really works in this vehicle, especially in this color. If you happen to approach one of these X6M competition models, you'll notice that the badging is blacked out. You also have the competition emblem just below it. And down here, here's another telltale sign. If you see this diffuser and it's black, not color-coded, then you know it's a competition and you know you got more power. Special thanks over here to the local sheriff department for blocking off this road for us. Gives you an idea of how this vehicle can handle. You know, past X6M events have been on a track, but BMW chose not to do that on this one. So as you can see, this makes a great exhaust note. You have these two M buttons, M1, M2, that you can pre-program. And now for the first time, you can actually change how the brake behaves, how the brake pedal feel is. And that's something that we haven't been able to do in past models, but they started that with the M8 competition, and that's continued. This is a really good test for this vehicle because you not only have a very curvy road, you also have a lot of elevation change. So to take a vehicle that's this big, this heavy, you need a lot of power to get it going, but you also need a lot of brakes. And BMW has really stepped it up in that department. 617 horsepower in a vehicle like this, it's almost unimaginable, but that's what BMW gives you. So we'll talk a little bit about the interior. So another feature of the competition variant is that you can reverse out the colors of the seat. As you can see, we have here these beautiful ivory seats, and they're not only comfortable, they're very supportive, but also you get massaging seats. I mean, are you kidding me? This vehicle is super impressive. Here are the massaging seats, one of my favorite features. Now, you're not going to use those on a track, but let's face it, people are going to take these on long hauls, and on those long hauls, this is a great way to go. Oh man. It's amazing how quickly you get used to 617 horsepower. At first it sounds like so much power, but you get used to it. These tires are super grippy. Just everything about this vehicle is just impressive, because you feel like you're driving an M5, but you get that extra cargo space and extra headroom. We know sedans are kind of getting phased out, unfortunately. But to be able to lower the center of gravity and keep this vehicle so planted on the road it is a testament to BMW engineers. And they are just some of the most passionate, knowledgeable people. Every one of them is a capable driver. They understand how to really dial in the vehicle for the most extreme performance scenarios. And that's just quite frankly what they do. But this car just pulls and pulls and pulls. It's really hard to find any flaws in this vehicle. You got a head-up display. You've got the ability to program it. Just see how it handles those dips. Just constantly, this thing is just thinking and working and adjusting to take average drivers and make them into good drivers and making them into great drivers. That's what this does. And because you have this form factor, this crossover, this sports activity vehicle that they call it, so you could do so much more with it. Tons of headroom, just tons of space. This is such a fun vehicle to drive, whether it's on your daily commute or you get twisties like this. These paddle shifters are very responsive. Very nice. Very nicely done, BMW. I'm impressed. I wish the price tag was a little lower, but I think when you factor in what you're getting, I mean, you would spend this much for an M5 competition, but to have all this additional space, and they just dialed it in. They have nailed it. Look how it handles both the curves and the change in elevation just like that. Extremely impressive. I think BMW's definitely got a home run on their hands, and I don't know what else to say. You want one? You better go buy one. I'm Ron Doran. Thanks for watching. See you next time on The Driver's Seat.